Welcome to Talkin Baloney.
Calvin Cocoa Pop.
This is Boochie.
Oh, gosh.
What's going on?
No script allowed.
What are you, some kind of bot? Come on, people.
Oh, yeah. You want a pickle, you gotta give him a pickle, right?
I want to be a movie star.
Wow, that sounds so interesting.
Fresh and quick.
Oh, geez, pizza.
Part of the Baloney Nation.
Jim Deezy.
You guys still there?
Welcome to Talkin Baloney with a special co-host today, the Antman, live, coming to you live from his basement, his secret bunker location. What's up, cuz man?
Nothing much, dude. Nothing much. You guys must be in desperate times if I'm going to be your co-host.
Well, you were the only one that we could get that didn't want payment up front.
Oh, I don't require payment for anything.
Yeah. And on such a short notice, too. You were able to step right in and, we know that you only bring the best to this show.
Well, this is high quality entertainment. I keep myself very prepared for days such as this. Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks like you're all set up in the background there, like you're in a professional studio.
No, I actually took a work meeting with this on the other day, and the one leader of a pharmaceutical company, big name pharmaceutical company, was very impressed by the background.
Yeah, that's awesome, and that's natural. No, nothing fake. That's you. You're bringing it. That's what you're bringing.
Well, I just didn't have anywhere else to really set up that would have been quiet.
I'm not sure if you watched last week's episode because there's millions and millions of views out there and things. And but I tried to do it from a closet last week.
Oh.
And yeah, literally me in the closet, and
Wow.
It was I couldn't even move, and it was pretty bad. And I'm just realizing now that having on a black hoodie,
You're just a floating head.
it's just a floating head in the middle of the screen today. All you can see is chin and face.
Yeah.
So,
That's
Baloney
impressive.
Nation, we got a special show for you today. We're going to talk about movies, and movies that you know you're going to watch them. You kind of secretly love them, but at the same time, you don't want to tell anybody that you're watching them.
No, they're really bad once you get down to it.
Yeah, really, really bad movies, but you love to watch them, and you're kind of embarrassed to tell people about it. And we're going to dive right in. So I know Ant-Man's got his own little list put together today. I got a little list put together today. I think maybe we'll start with you as the guest. You want to name off your first maybe top three, and we'll kind of evaluate?
So, I was kind of torn on it because I didn't know exactly what way we were going with this today.
Uh-huh.
So I had some movies that, I can't really say they're great movies, but there's no way I'm turning them off if they're on the TV. Mm-hmm. The first one of those that comes to mind for me is Iron Eagle. I know nothing about planes. I know nothing about war other than what's behind me over here.
Uh-huh.
But
I'm gonna show you this briefly so the nation can see this, that the Cuzman and I think alike. Oh yeah, that's on my list.
oh man, Iron Eagle, it could motivate me to go out and do anything. I love it when they're in that plane. They got the music going. They're on the way to go get his dad there.
Yep.
And it's just incredible how motivating that movie is to me for whatever reason.
Gets you all amped up, especially when he pulls out the recorder, straps it around his leg, because you're thinking, would Tom Cruise do something like that? No. I bet you Tom Cruise could probably fit in one of the little planes I got over here, actually. Oh yeah, definitely a little model plane.
Yeah. So that's one but that's not a bad movie, right?
If you go back and watch it now, with today's technology in the movies, it looks bad. It looks really, really bad.
Yeah, and it's really kind of corny too. But
Oh yeah,
Lou Gossett, that's who that is, right?
Lou Gossett Jr. I'm not even sure what his character. I couldn't take his character seriously in the movie at all.
Chappie is like I think his name was Chappie in the movie.
Chappie,
he's my freaking hero.
Yeah, Chappie is the little dance thing he's doing while they're trying to map out the stealing some fighter planes.
Yeah. So if either one of us did that dance move right there, no.
Laughed out of the building.
Yep, laughed out of the building. Would never be looked at as being intimidating, which I mean that's arguable anyway. He didn't look really intimidating while doing it, but he still looked cool. He had that swagger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have that.
And the fact that it was a bunch of kind of misfit kids that infiltrate the military.
Yeah. There was a lot of that in like 80s movies though, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God! It's funny that we both had the same movie on our list.
I'm guessing there's going to be at least one more, and I'll pitch that movie right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Days of Thunder. It's on your list. I know
it. Days of Thunder is on my list.
Oh, there you go. A little Tom Cruise shout out there.
Here's the thing. I'm a Tom Cruise guy. Days of Thunder is a fun movie to watch. But if you were to tell somebody it was your favorite movie, they'd be like, "What the hell's wrong with you?"
Yeah, I agree. I again, NASCAR, really not my thing. I've never sat down and watched a minute of NASCAR, but that movie is just a kick-ass. I don't know. I really just want to. The cars in that movie is what got it for me, man.
Yeah,
it's like the color schemes of them, the just cool factor of those cars. That movie's great.
And there's a cool swagger about Tom Cruise in the movie. You know, when he rolls up on the track for the first time, he's on the motorcycle. There's fog in the background. You don't really see him, but then he doesn't have his helmet on, but then he kind of comes out of the fog and you're like, haha, okay. I see where this is going.
It's that like late 80s, early 90s cool.
Yeah.
Right? Like the leather jacket in Top Gun.
Oh yeah. Except it's a jean jacket in Days of Thunder.
Yeah.
I rock the jean jacket.
You know what? I was more impressed in that movie by Rowdy Burns.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Tell me you've never wanted to do that with a rental car.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. I took a rental car when the new Dodge Chargers came out here, like, I don't know what, decade ago, maybe 15 years ago, when those came out and they were all like the rage or whatever. I got into, or maybe it was the Charger that I took thinking it was the Camaro. I don't know. They launched two at the same time.
Uh-huh.
I got into that car and it looked cool as hell. And we were going to Massachusetts, I believe. And I was just like, this is going to be sweet. It was all black. It had tinted windows. And I'm like, I'm ready to get on the highway and just smash it. That car had so little ass behind it. I remember I pushed on the gas and it went nowhere. And I was just like, oh,
that's the thing. That's the thing with a lot of those rental cars. They're just stripped down. They're not all the fancy. You got to buy the higher end stuff. You know, you can get those fancy rental cars now, though, if you call the place ahead of time, let them know what you want. But dude, there's no one out there that wouldn't tell me that they wouldn't like to smash up a couple rental cars with their buddy or their family member.
For sure. Yeah.
All right. Well, number 3. What do you got?
Okay. Boy. All right. Where do I want to start? So I do not believe, actually, I do think there may be one other movie that was god awful that may be on your list.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think any of the rest of the ones I have on here you're going to have.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Armageddon.
Okay. I do not have Armageddon. I do not. Okay. Elaborate, because it is a phenomenal soundtrack.
Soundtrack.
It has Bruce Willis. Yep. It has Ben Affleck.
Strike one. There you go.
Everybody should know everybody in the nation should know how I feel about Ben Affleck.
I was gonna say we could start with Ben
Thumbs
Affleck.
down.
No, man, that soundtrack was killer. But
Yeah.
God, that movie sucked so bad. We just watched it like a year, like within the last year, because we wanted to show my daughter. My wife pitched it the one day, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll watch it again. And boy, we weren't 20 minutes into it before I was like, this was a regrettable decision right here.
Even Billy Bob Thornton couldn't save it.
Oh yeah. No, just the whole premise of that movie was just weird. And you know, I mean, there's been movies that have gotten away with some wonky ass ideas, but that one just, we got to go drill into a like, oh God, like just think of how preposterous that idea is. We're gonna get some guys who drill oil wells or whatever the hell it was that they were doing, and we're gonna launch them. We're gonna run them through like 6 hours worth of flight training and astronaut training, and we're gonna launch them off to space to go drill into a meteor. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
It's a setup for bad.
Yeah, it was really bad. It was really, really bad.
All right, so I'm gonna throw a couple at you.
All right, fire away.
Because I just got this feeling. I don't know. We might butt heads on this one, but my first movie, I absolutely hate the movie. Hate it with a passion, but I will watch it, and I secretly love it, but I hate the movie.
Okay.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
I have. I don't have Bill and Ted's. I have a related movie to that. I can honestly say I don't think I've sat through that entire movie.
If it's on, I'm gonna watch it. I won't change the channel. But if you and me were sitting in a boring house and we were like, "Hey, Bill and Ted's is on," I'd be like, "All right, you want to watch something else?
Let's do it. Let's grab a cup of coffee and watch it.
Let's watch it."
Yeah, I don't know if I would be down with that.
Yeah, I have a hard time changing the channel when I watch it, but I can't stand the movie. I can't stand it.
I think if given the chance, if we were, like you said, in a boring house and on a rainy day with nothing to do, and you were like, let's watch Bill and Ted's, I think I'd have to be like, there's got to be a puzzle in the closet, and we should do that instead.
All right, I'm gonna throw number 2 at you.
Okay, please don't throw number 2 at me.
RoboCop,
god awful movie. I hate that movie.
I will watch it if it's on TV. Now, I will say RoboCop 1. Anything after that, you got RoboCop flying around the streets. You got the RoboCop remakes. But I'll watch it.
RoboCop should be a bullseye for me. I should like that movie, and I don't. That the opening scene where RoboCop just gets shredded. The guy there just gets absolutely pummeled with about 8,000 rounds. That was actually supposed to be even gorier than it was.
You know what? I don't even think that would have saved it.
Yeah, no, there's not a whole lot there.
All right, I'm gonna throw one more at you really quick.
Okay.
Mad Max.
The new one or the old one?
The old ones.
Okay, yeah. No, I mean, I haven't seen that movie in forever, but I liked it. I don't know. I'd give it like a C. I
like it. I can't stand watching it, but I'll watch it. I don't know. Yeah. It's like it's one of those like, all right, John, I'm going to watch it because it's, it takes up a long time. It's like 3 hours long. But,
yeah. Well, given the choice between watching that and Waterworld, Mad Max all the way.
Waterworld's on my list.
I didn't put it on my list. That felt too obvious for me. The movie's straight garbage from the get-go. Watching the like making of Waterworld, is way better than watching Waterworld.
Yes.
Like I was totally intrigued watching the behind the scenes how they did it.
Oh snap! It's commercial time. We'll see. We'll resume this when we get back.
You got it.
After the break. Hey, welcome back, Baloney Nation.
What up, Baloney Nation?
Here live with the Cuz Man co-hosting the show today. Joe, the big guy, Joe, is here. He's just not going to be speaking today because he's feeling a little under the weather. So we're shout out to the big man who produces the show. He pays the bills.
He's the man behind the curtain.
Yes, he's the great Oz.
Mm-hmm.
So, Cuz Man, let's clarify for the Baloney Nation folks that we may have lost along the way of what we're talking about today.
Yeah, we went a little awry, man. I don't know. Music and movies,
we're passionate. We're
they
passionate.
can take a soft topic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're passionate about when we talk about music and movies, you should be feeling the passion.
I feel the passion. I do.
So, what are we talking about again today?
I have absolutely no idea. You've totally derailed us again.
So what we're talking about today, folks, is movies that we love, movies that are kind of bad, but we love them.
Is it movies that we love that everybody else hates? I mean,
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Everybody else kind of hates it. They'll judge us, because they're judgy people.
Sure. We'll blame it on them. It's not not our bad taste in movies.
So let's pick up where we left off. We were talking about Waterworld, and I'm a big fan. I know everybody hates the movie; it's trash. But I like certain aspects of the movie. I like the glimmer of, hey, the world's all water. We got to find the land. I like that. It's got a good vibe to it. Story could have been written better, but I'm a Kevin Costner guy. I'm a big fan of Kevin Costner movies, bad or good.
So we can segue into this next part because I have a movie on my list that's a Kevin Costner movie, and I bet you could guess what it is.
I'm going to say The Bodyguard.
No, that's a great movie.
All right. It's Kevin Costner movie from the 80s or 90s? 2000s.
Boy, geez, I don't even know. It's got to be early 90s.
All right, go ahead, fire away.
I mean, it's the only time I believe in cinema history that a director was just like, dude, you're so bad at an English accent. Just pretend you're English and just speak normal. Just use your normal voice.
You're gonna say Robin Hood, aren't you?
It's Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
I love that movie.
I love that movie, and I'm totally ashamed to say that.
Yeah, I will say you're right. The accent's horrible. It's not.
Yeah, well, they just told him before he made that movie. They were like, "No, don't. Your English accent or your medieval English accent is just terrible. So just talk normally." Yeah.
There's not a lot of, but I will say this. You tell people that one of your favorite movies is Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and they kind of give you this look.
Yeah, you don't get away with saying that unless you were of that time period, right?
Yeah.
If you were not a child of, I would think that's got to be early 90s, right?
It was 91.
91. So if you were not, a child of the 90s, there's no way you could get away with saying, I love Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves.
Yeah, 100% correct.
Yeah,
you spoke it like a champ.
Because anybody else would look at that movie and be like, I just lost every bit of respect for you that I had.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna throw a movie at you. I'm gonna go to my list. Movies that people have really dogged out over the years, but I secretly love it because I'm a big Will Ferrell fan. Night at the Roxbury.
Oh God, I don't even like that movie, and I love terrible movies. I don't. I found it incredibly annoying.
I've had this conversation with people I work with where I'm like, yeah, man, that Night at the Roxbury. They're like, oh my God, it's trash. I'm like, no, it's not. It's a good story.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just not my thing. I went through I really flip-flopped on Will Ferrell. I really love some of his movies, and then just some of them can't stand even the ones that are his undisputed better movies. I just find them incredibly annoying. I don't know if it's an age thing or like maybe I was just, I don't know, in some mental fog when I did like his movies, and then I don't even know what it was, but he made
Congo Pop.
there was a soccer movie he made.
Oh yes.
What was it called? Kicking and Screaming, maybe?
Yeah, it's actually got the guy from Days of Thunder in it.
Oh my God, it does. It's his dad.
Yeah, it's his dad in the movie.
Yeah. I totally, I should have had that on my list. I liked that movie.
Yeah.
And it is without a doubt one of his worst movies.
Mm-hmm. The all matching tracksuit that he wears once he starts coaching. Oh, great movie.
Yeah.
Well, not a great movie, but I'm gonna watch it. I love it.
I'll even admit it. It's a terrible movie, but I loved it.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna throw another one at you. You ready?
Okay.
Now I know probably a lot of folks love these movies from the '80s. I'm not a fan of any of them. They're funny, but I secretly, kind of, maybe a closet watcher of the Police Academy movies.
I dig Police Academy movies. I do.
Yeah.
I could not ever. I don't think I could get away with saying that they're bad movies, though.
Mm.
I don't think I feel that way. I think they're good movies for the time.
Okay. I respect that. I respect that answer. I like that.
I think they were really good movies for the time. They had a good push too, like a good marketing push with they had excellent toy line. I tried to actually get into collecting the Police Academy figures until I realized that there's one Police Academy figure that's like extremely, extremely rare to find, and like you're talking shelling out like a couple $1,000s for it, and there's no way I'm gonna do that. But I don't know, man. I dig Police Academy. I think they were good movies for the time period.
All right, you got one you want to throw out there?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to make that jump, but I'm gonna ask the question because you mentioned Bill and Ted's earlier. Do you know who do you know the actor's name that was in Bill and Ted's that wasn't Keanu?
No.
Okay. It's that dude. I think it's his movie, one of his movies that he produced or whatever, but it's called Freaked. Did you ever see it?
I've never seen it. No.
It's got like this I can't even explain the plot of it really. It's like a Toxic Avengers vibe. Like he's has something to do with like they're producing a show or something or other. It's my fault. I should have researched this more. I should have looked into it because I don't remember it very well, but it has like this guy whose face is like half mutated, and then there's a guy who's just like a giant worm, and I can't even begin to tell you. So we're gonna have to skip past that one because
all right.
It's just too weird. Look it up. You're gonna be like, what the hell is this?
Okay.
So, all right. I am going to go with Return to Oz.
Really?
Have you seen that?
I have seen it, yes.
That movie freaked me out to the point where I honestly thought it was a fever dream that I had. I did not know that movie really existed until like 10 years later when I was talking to my buddy Robbie about it. I honestly thought it was a dream I had, and he had that movie on his shelf. And I was like, wait a second. That movie really happened, and yeah, that's just a freaky movie. Like,
I'll be one of the first to tell you, any of the Oz movies, like the Wizard of Oz movie, not my thing.
No,
not my thing.
This one I was kind of into because I was kind of into horror movies back then, right? So this was a good in between, horror movie and then just like fantasy kids movie. I do believe that Disney even produced it or
Really?
whatever. Disney stood behind it, which is weird because it was dark.
Okay.
It was a really dark movie.
I'm going to throw one at you.
Hit
Ready?
me. Yep.
Congo.
You're gonna have to go to town on this one. I have never seen Congo.
Congo's a movie where they teach an ape or how to talk with a special suit on. Yep. And through the whole movie, all I got out of the whole entire movie was me, Amy.
I was just gonna say, didn't they say something in there like me, Amy, and it would pound on his chest?
Yeah.
I think I have my movies mixed up. I do believe I saw that.
Yeah. Every time that movie comes on, I watch it.
I don't remember it being good by any means.
No, it's not. It's trash, but I love to watch it every time it comes on.
All right. So, okay, I'll give you. I'm going to make a bet that you've never seen this movie.
All right.
Airborne.
I have seen this movie before.
You've seen Airborne?
This isn't like the Dumbo drop kind of movie, is it?
No.
Okay. Maybe I haven't seen it.
Airborne is it's the best rollerblading movie you'll ever see.
I think I've seen this movie.
It may also be the only rollerblading movie that you'll ever see. I don't know of too many rollerblading movies.
Is this a 90s movie?
Yes.
Okay. They go through all the different city streets and stuff like that. I've seen it. Yes, I have.
Yeah. Mitchell Goosen, dude from, I don't know where he's from. He's a surfer, and he goes to, small town, whatever, and begins rollerblading and playing hockey with a group of guys. And the goalie from that movie is Jack Black.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Played a character, I think his name was Augie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah, so
you know what?
What's up?
You couldn't beat some of those movies that came out in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah. That movie in particular, obviously, like I used to love rollerblade, play hockey as a kid. It was awesome to find a movie that actually had, kids rollerblading in it. But that movie, I can say, sucks hard. It's bad, but I will watch that movie any time of the day, ever.
Action.
Sucks. It's so bad. It's so bad, but I love it.
It's like watching. I'll piggyback right off of that. Movies that suck so bad, I'll watch it because I love the movie.
Okay.
Carl Weathers in Action Jackson.
I think I've only seen parts of it, but I don't know, man. I'm a huge Carl Weathers fan.
I'm a huge Carl Weathers fan, and I love the movie, but the lack of any kind of story going on in the back. It's just him. Big guy.
Yep.
Beating people up.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my God, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't recall that being a good movie either. But
I will throw my last movie thing at you here, and it's the entire series.
Okay.
I love to watch them. I love the movies. I love the stories. But I feel like they're a direct ripoff of all the Raiders of the Lost Ark and stuff. All the Mummy movies.
Oh, my God. I watched the first one and vowed never again. Never again.
When they're on, dude, I watch them. I'll watch them. I don't know why.
I can't do it. It just the whole thing I just can't do.
It's like I secretly love the movie.
I'm
but
sorry,
I know
man.
it's trash, man. I know it's trash.
You got to fly solo on that one. Those ones are not. No way.
And I'm a big Rock fan, and the Scorpion King was trash.
Yeah.
But I'll still watch it, especially for the really bad CGI effects where he's supposed to be the half man, half scorpion.
Yeah. No, that's really bad. And I remember the mummy's face in the sand. Yeah. I thought that was cool, but other than that, it was just like, oh God, I can't do this. So I have, let's see, I have 3 more movies on my list.
Okay.
One of which I feel is a decent movie, but I know it's not, and
Okay.
I don't want to call it a good movie.
Go
and then
ahead.
the other two are the ones that I'm totally ashamed to tell you that I love.
Let's go with the 2 you're ashamed of first. It's
Boy, okay. The 2 I am totally ashamed of. Oh God, I don't even want to say this publicly. What Women Want.
Mel Gibson. Awesome movie.
Before he was incredibly terrible as a human being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I
What's the
freaking
other?
love that movie. I will watch that if it's on, man.
I will watch it as well.
Totally, all day long. Okay, the other one, I felt like I had to throw in a wild card.
Okay.
And so I'm gonna challenge you to come up with one right now. I want the Christmas movie or a holiday movie that you are ashamed to love. Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Okay.
Have you seen it?
I have.
I love that movie. I freaking love that movie. Maybe it's the fact that he's chasing an action figure.
Mm-hmm. I will tell you a movie that I am a closet. I'll watch it whenever, it's quiet. I'm alone, whatever. Sleepless in Seattle.
Nope. Nope.
Oh, come on, man. It's Tom Hanks. You can't go wrong with Tom Hanks.
I know. Tom Hanks is my fave. I got Tom Hanks is number 1. Or no, I'm sorry. Tom Hanks is number 2. Denzel Washington is my hero.
He's a bad man. He's a bad man.
He's my hero.
Yeah. He gets much props on this show.
Yeah.
We're trying to get him on the show, but he hasn't really returned any of our phone calls or clap back at us yet.
Are you calling the right number?
If you do have Denzel's phone number, you let us know what it is, and we will definitely reach out to him.
I feel like I should have it around here somewhere. I think maybe he's my father. He might be my dad.
Uh-oh. Well, folks, we had to take a little commercial break there unexpectedly after the bombshell on Talkin Baloney was just dropped that the Cuz Man, his father is Denzel Washington. We have yet to have our sources confirm that, but we'll hopefully reach out to the PR people down the road and we'll get an answer back on that.
No, I can prove
just
it.
to clarify.
I can totally prove it. I have the papers. What papers? The papers. I have those papers.
Yeah, you don't have to produce them. You just have to say it.
No. I'll totally produce them. I just need like 4 hours in Photoshop, and I will totally get you my birth certificate with Denzel's name on it.
That's awesome,
folks.
We got a star in our show. We didn't even know it.
That's right.
So we're gonna wrap up this movie segment, but we want to hear from the Cuz Man's last movie he has on his list that he secretly loves, but won't tell anybody except all of us right now.
No, I would tell people about this only because I'm not really ashamed of it, because as like a guy, you're supposed to like this movie, but it's not a good movie at all. Executive Decision.
Harrison Ford, correct?
Are you thinking of Air Force One?
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Air Force One.
No, Executive Decision has Steven Seagal in it for like 15 minutes. John Leguizamo.
Okay.
They're in like an airplane. The airplane's got a bomb on it. You know, ringing any bell yet?
Yep.
Yeah, and they're just like in the above compartments and below compartments of the airplane where they're out of everybody's sight, and they got to dismantle this bomb and then take out these terrorists that are on the plane. I don't know if there is any bit of accuracy to that movie at all.
Yeah, Steven Seagal to me is just one of those guys. He has a couple good movies that I'll watch, but I don't know what it is about him. rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah, I think one of the high points of that movie for me was watching him get sucked out of an airplane.
Yeah.
I mean, and they made him die a hero's death, right? He closed the latch, latching himself in this little vacuum in between the airplanes, and he gets sucked out of the side of it. And that's a good way. That's a good way to end this segment. The air getting Steven Seagal getting sucked out of the plane. Yeah, no, just him dying is a good thought for me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, folks, we've touched on some movie stuff today, but now we need to get to the Baloney Nation hotline. And all of you folks know, obviously, 585-484-1770. Hit us up on talkinbaloney.com or on Twitter at Baloney Talkin'. You know how to do it. Hashtag it. Send it to the internet, whatever they call it these days. But we're going to get to some stuff on the hotline because apparently we got some feedback from our show.
Hello, my Talkin Baloney family. This is DJ. Just wanted to say that I loved the Donnie episode, and I rightfully deserve all the wisecracks, Mr. Jim Deezy. So sorry I couldn't join the show with all of you, but it was a great episode. Melly Mel's, you did a great job, and I enjoyed listening. Really wish I could have participated in the show. Maybe we can have a Donnie episode part 2? That sounds interesting. Ooh, there's got to be another new kid that was in some type of movie or show. Maybe we can do a John Knight episode since he's got his Farmhouse Fixer show. I'm all for it, but I need to find a way to get back on and redeem myself. So looking forward to coming on and making up for being not being on the Donnie episode. So I love you guys, and all right, talk to you soon.
Yeah, so Jordan Knight does have his own show now. It's called Farmhouse Fixer Upper. I guess he goes into like these farms that are, dilapidated, and they help fix them up and get them back up and running. Apparently it's a real TV show, and it's really on a real network.
If I may.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Jordan Knight or Jonathan Knight? Which one?
All I know is I don't even know.
Okay, no, Jonathan Knight, Farmhouse Fixer. Isn't he like the least popular of the new kids?
I don't know their popularity. I do know that I don't think he's the popular one. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'd have to get some kind of new one of the Blockhead Nations on the horn to find that one out.
He's by far the weirdest looking one. By far. Bar none. That's a weird looking dude.
You heard it here, folks. The Cuzman has made a proclamation. And we'll give a shout out to
dude. Just saying.
Give a shout out to oh, that's his 80s one. We'll give a shout out to Deej for the apology. There he is. Oh, yep. We'll give a shout out to Deej for the apology. We'll get her back on the show. We definitely won't be doing a part 2 of any Wahlberg show. But we got some so let's see. All right. So short episode on Donnie. We're going to the Baloney Nation hotline right now, folks. We got some text messages to read. I think a road trip to Boston is in order to go to Wahlburgers and learn more about the Wahlburgers. Sent in from Aunt Paula. Well, Aunt Paula, you should keep your phone out of your damn hand is what you should do. From Boston. Let's see.
So
maybe we'll have to go there one day. I don't know.
I want to ruffle some feathers here and ask a question. How long of notice did DJ get before she bailed from the show?
She gave us a 5-minute notice.
How much notice did she have that she was going to be on the show?
Oh, weeks.
Oh, that's terrible performance, weeks. DJ. Terrible performance.
Oh, snap, being called out by the Cuzman.
I know I have not seen you in over 20 years, or probably like, I don't know, 15 or something. But that is terrible. I get about 7 minutes of notice that I'm going to be on the show, and I've managed to show up 3 times and contributed nothing at all, but I still showed up. Just saying.
Yes. All right, I think we got one more text. Do we have one more text? Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. I have a correction. This is from the Baloney Nation hotline again, folks. And, of course, our wonderful Aunt Paula, our fact checker, sent this in. I have a correction. You were talking Rizzoli and Isles. It's pronounced the same as the word Isles. I'll be listening to catch any other corrections for you. LOL, Aunt Paula. Would somebody please take away her phone? Listen, I shout out to Aunt Paula. She's one of our faithful listeners. She's our fact checker. She tells us when we've said something wrong, done something right. She's right there to just drive it right in. That you.
I don't know exactly who Aunt Paula is.
You've met her. That's Melanie's aunt. That's Mel's aunt.
Okay. I think I know who it is.
Yep. She's about 3 foot tall.
Yep.
Yep. And
right. Well,
she drinks a lot of Pepsi.
Okay. My apologies go out to her because I try really, really hard to not curse on this show. And yet, once every episode, I say something pretty horrible. So my apologies to you and the Baloney Nation in general.
You know what? That's what we got the little bleep button for. You hear the roar, folks? Someone said something they shouldn't have.
There it is.
We're going to end the show today on a positive note. The Cuzman, the Antman, a.k.a. Sexalicious, was on the show today. That was your street name, right?
I believe it was Sexalicious Rex. Yes. That's
Sexalicious Rex.
Yeah.
He's live today on the show, folks. Listen, if you need to reach out to Sexalicious Rex, hit us up on the helpline, hit us up on the Baloney Talkin', send us a tweet, whatever.
Or leave a message with my dad, Denzel. He'll get it to me.
Yeah. 585-484-1770, folks. Send us a text. Send the Ant-Man a text. You want to see him more on the show?
No.
We got to start paying him. We'll
Nope. Nobody wants to see me.
For now, Deej, we will accept your apology. Maybe, if we really scrape the bottom of the barrel and we can't find anybody to get back on this show. Anyway, everybody, thanks for tuning in today. And as always, we hope the big guy gets better. Cuzman, thanks for being on the show. And as always, stay classy, Rochester, and wash your damn hands.
For real.
For reals. Peace out.